Motion Industries' 7 build centers are strategically located across the United States and Canada. One of their many capabilities is gearbox assembly. Vendors and type of gearing vary from shop to shop, but we went straight to the source and asked several of our build shop managers for the details.
Same thing with gearboxes. We do different setups. We'll build it complete from the ground up. So when the customer gets it, all he has to do is bolt it down, plug it in, he's ready to go. We build US series, 3000 series, all 3 lines, CDN, HWN, OTN, and MBN. Do the planet gears, we do the Dodge Quantas, the right angles, and the inlines. We've got Sumitomo all the way up to a 6215, that'd be input shaft or C-face. Falk, Ultramite and Ultramax, full lines on both lines. As far as what we do, it could be input shaft, C-face, integral motor, scoop, top mount. Some of them are just plain, some of them we put the motors on, belt drives. We do the core duty, vertical mount with reservoir kits. Some require 2-part white wash down epoxy paint, steel it paint. Put thermal heaters and motors for freezer, going for freezer duty, keep motors warm.
Let's go ahead and take a look at some actual assembly that's in motion.
Before we start on each unit, we'll break open the ratio kit or FAP kit, and we will inspect each gear and each pinion to make sure that the gears and the pinion, the teeth on the gears and the pinions are in good shape. They're not chipped or damaged in any kind of way. Everybody back here is vendor certified through each vendor that we use. Once again, they either go off site and get trained at the vendor, or the vendor comes in here and trains them on site.
We also have a shop over here that does industrial coating, so it works in salt and tomato, anything acidic, so it doesn't eat into the housings. So just different, kind of above and beyond.
Every unit is tested before it leaves the build shop, but how exactly are the units tested?
The way we test the units is we spin test each unit at the end of each build to make sure that the ratio kit is correct in it and that everything spins freely in it, where the bearings are not locked up or you don't hear any noises inside the gearbox.
So what are the advantages to the branches of using a motion build shop?
Anything that we build here in this shop, we back the manufacturer's warranty. So if we build a gearbox and something goes wrong with it in, say, 6 months, instead of going through all the paperwork and waiting for all that, sending it back to the manufacturer to have them check it out, we'll check it here. If it's something that we did wrong, we take care of it, send it back. If it's something that's a manufacturer defect, we'll replace it, fix it, get it back to them, and then we'll take care of the warranty work. It's more of a value-added service that we have.
The biggest advantage, I think, is our turnaround time. I mean, we get, if the customer needs it that day, if we have the parts in stock, we'll get it out that day, and I would say 90 to 95% of the time that we have the inventory in stock to get the customer out of a breakdown situation and get them up and running.
No reason why you need to wait. You go to the vendor, conversions, builds, especially with gearboxes and hydraulics. You can have it tomorrow. And a lot of times the customer's not going to tolerate day after tomorrow, next week, 10 days from now. He wants it now. And we've got to provide that service now. Especially the local branches, if they want something now, I mean, the guy can be here literally 30, 40 minutes, be out the whole product. Now, that's what sets us apart from, A, B, and C, our competitors.
We're on call 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. If midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning, if they need something, we have an after-hours call center that they can place the order with them. We'll come in whenever it may be, whatever time of the night or day, and build their unit weekends, and make sure that they get out of a bind. And everything leaves here with a factory warranty on it.
Utilize your shops and your DCs. It's quicker, easier, faster, less freight.
The reason I would want you to use our shop is because, we're highly qualified. We take pride in our job and what we do. Every day back here is pretty much a success story.
About 1/3 of Motion's 50 service centers offer gearbox repair, and these shops are also spread across the U.S. and Canada, serving customers in virtually every industry.
Everything we sell at Motion, we service here in Tracy. So we have the technical expertise to actually know how the product works. We're not just selling the product, we're selling the service along with it.
We're in the clean room right now. We have certain customers that want our assembly done in a clean room for gearboxes and other type of mechanical repairs. We're assembling this gearbox now. We've done all the critical measurements. When we were tearing it down, we cleaned it, caustic soda, fatted the outside, we painted the inside, we cleaned all the gearing, we replaced the bearings, and so we're right in the middle of the assembly process right now.
Back up. Now, what exactly is caustic soda?
When you do a caustic soda, though, on all your products, like a lot of our shops do, it gives it a nice appearance. It looks like new. Caustic soda has completely taken all the old paint and crud off the outside of it. If the customer sees that, it looks like a brand new item, and they feel good about that. None of our competitors, go to the trouble to try to give it that new appearance, especially with gearboxes.
And after caustic soda, or the acid bath, the chance of rust or other particles milling around in the gearbox is drastically decreased. The heated power spray finishes it off. And the industrial paint? Well, it's actually included in the motion gearbox repair best practices. It does more than just make it look good.
Clip tile on the inside of the box is one of those. We do it because it keeps rust down. It's just good all around. You can have an older gearbox that's been out in the field, and just the rust on the cover, the inside of the cover, can be enough to really cause a lot of major problems.
Another of Motion's advantages is the wide range of gearbox weights that can be repaired.
There are other crane capabilities, and especially at our gearbox shops. We've got 40,000 pound capabilities here. We've got 60,000 pound capabilities in Utah. But we've got several shops with those type capabilities or better. So we can do the larger boxes. So we were talking about 40,000 pound boxes, 60,000 pound boxes that can be done all the way down to the small boxes.
Okay. So my next question is, how exactly are the gearboxes tested?
We actually have a gearbox testing station that's pretty unique. Although we can't load up gearboxes, we can spin test them, and we do a lot of troubleshooting that way because the customers want to know if there's noises coming from the bearings, or if they go out, a repair goes out and it makes noise.
What is the benefit to a customer getting something repaired compared to buying a brand new gearbox? And the simple answer is
cost savings. Depending on the size of the gearbox and the type of gearbox, you can save 50% on a small gearbox. Is a typical, that's an average repair. On a larger gearbox, you can save 75% of the cost of a new gearbox on a repair. So that's a huge cost savings. If a gearbox lasts you 10 years, it costs you $100,000, and when you repair it in 10 years, it only costs you $25,000. And it runs and it lasts 10 more years. That's a lot of cost savings over a period of 20 years.
Okay, but what about speed? If a customer has a gearbox breakdown, is it faster to get one brand new or to repair the existing one?
There again, it's based on the size and the type of gearbox. Some of the smaller gearboxes are in stock at our distribution centers, at the manufacturers. Some of the larger stuff is never in stock. Everything's custom made. A standard gear is 12-week lead time to have a gear made. So if you have to wait 12 weeks versus repairing a gearbox, then you can have it repaired in 2 weeks versus 12 weeks just waiting parts. So there again, you're saving time, you're saving downtime, and you're probably going to save some money.
So there is a lot of value-add expertise and cost savings that we can do to provide for our customers. Letting them know this and developing the trilateral relationship is key.
And sometimes we end up, talking to the customer about his repair, and the technician ends up troubleshooting the system for him over the phone, giving him ideas about what to do. It's just kind of like, it's like we're a community. The shops and the branches are a community, and that salesman can use that as leverage to bring that customer in to let him be a part of that.
I feel like it's a huge asset to Motion Industries to have the shop at our disposal. So I probably threw myself onto the shops more than anything. They don't really solicit our business, as they're not salespeople coming after our business, but we know that they're in our backyard and we can go to them at any time. So I feel like our biggest asset is the shops and utilizing the shops to their full potential. You know, they've got good people and knowledgeable people, and experienced people.
As you can see, there are a lot of benefits to using a motion shop for your repair.
Cost savings.
Our assembly done in a clean room.
We have the technical expertise to actually know how the product works.
None of our competitors, go to the trouble to try to give it that new appearance.
You're saving time, you're saving downtime, and you're probably going to save some money.
They've got good people and knowledgeable people, and experienced people.